Today we're here to dive into the tarot and tap into the energies of December 4th through to the 10th for your personal astrological sign. You know, it's impossible not to be swept away by the magic that begins to fill the air during this time of year. Now, I know December is a month of bustling with holiday preparations, a time when many of us are caught up in the whirlwind of gift wrapping and festive feasts and joyous melodies of our favorite tunes. And amidst all the cheerful chaos, it's crucial to take a moment for ourselves to pause, to reflect on the beautiful energy that surrounds us and within us. As we step into this week, let's carry the spirit of connection and togetherness with us. Whether you're celebrating traditions with loved ones or finding solace in a quiet moment of self-reflection, know that the universe is weaving a tapestry of positive vibrations all around you. I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for each and every one of you. Your presence here is a gift, and together we're creating a community that thrives on positivity and shared wisdom. As we navigate the energies of this week, let's do so with open hearts, mindful spirits, and a genuine appreciation for the present moment. Stick around as we dive into the cosmic currents, guiding us from December 4th through the 10th in your personal sign, your sun, your moon, and rising sign readings. Now, what are those? The sun represents your core identity, the essence of who you are. It's your ego, your self-expression, and the traits that define your personality. The moon sign reflects your emotional nature, your heart, your inner feelings, and how you respond on an emotional level. It's your subconscious self and emotional needs. Your rising sign represents the mask or the persona you present to the world. It's your outward behavior and the way you approach life. And when you blend all three readings together, it becomes a personal reading made just for you. Now, if you're not sure what your moon or rising sign is, I have a free natal chart on my website for you at TillyToday, and I'll leave the information in the box below. Okay, let's get to your reading and see what the cards have in store for us. I'm hoping to share some guidance and, most importantly, help you in raising your energy so we can all spread a little bit more love and light into our days and, of course, this festive season. Welcome, Capricorn. This is your weekly focus for December the 4th through to the 10th, 2023. So we're going to get right to the cards. Oh my goodness. If they will cooperate. Okay, our underlying energy, Capricorn, is the Knight of Wands. You've hit this point in your path where it's time to, during this week, is to understand what you've been through, to be in the here and now, all of your accomplishments, all of the things that have molded you into the person you are, and giving thanks for those things. It's also a time when we've stopped. We've dismounted from our stallion. We fall to our knees and we give thanks for the here and now. That we're thankful for all that we do have to work with for this moment in time. And we also, while we stay in this position, ask for our path to be straight going forward. Ask for the connections, the knowledge, the protection, the love that you need in order to be successful in going forward. Now, our first card is the Star card, making the impossible possible. I could almost see this. Let's see here. Where was I looking? Mercury trine Jupiter comes in, and that's your first house and your fifth house being electrified in a very positive way. So this is about you, your independence. You know, you're the trailblazer, you're the pioneer, you're the new beginnings, the new starts, the conquests, the adventures. And you are looking at truly bringing in true joy, happiness, laughter, giggles, smiles in your life on a continuous basis. And maybe at times you felt like there is no such thing. It seems so far out of reach. But this is a time when you can actually collectively bring some things together to create this. Now, this could be in the workplace. You find something that really aligns with what you're doing. I would see it more with groups of people, especially during this week, during this month, actually. Well, during this month, it could be about a new influx of people coming into your life, groups of people to help you move forward, where you feed off of each other for ideas, for inspiration, for partnerships. Okay, and I think that's where your magic is going to lie when we are looking at creating the impossible, making the impossible possible. I don't know if you can see that down here, but I do have I do have it there. Um, it's I am possible, not impossible. Absolutely not. And this is where you see it through your sixth sense, perhaps your heart center, perhaps. So maybe it comes through when you are in meditation or prayer, or maybe you're just contemplating life, or you're out there and you're grounded in nature taking a walk and something inspires you. Maybe it's a thought, maybe it's something you see that ignites you into going, I could do that if I wanted to. I could make that possible in my life. I see the way forward. I get the clarity and the understanding. Or at least I find I now know the direction in which to dig in order to find that. We have the Judgment card. The Judgment card, well, being in the center, it says if you've been really working hard towards a goal, a dream, a desire, this is when you will be seeing rewards. If you have been procrastinating, putting it aside, moving it to the back burner, sweeping it under the rug, then this is your time to make that renewed commitment to getting it off your plate, to leaving it in the past, for dealing with it, looking at it, looking in the eye at it. Not backing off, not running for cover, not frozen in time because you just don't even know which way to move, but rather to push yourself forward. So if fear is the thing that is holding you back, then look fear in the eye, recognize it for what it is, and then push through it. Because I think whatever you built up that fear to be, it's only a tenth of what it truly represents. The rest you have conjured. And you'll find it pleasantly easy compared to what you were expecting. Maybe it will still be a challenge, but it'll be much easier than you were expecting. It's also a time to be nice to yourself, to love yourself, to not criticize yourself, to not pull yourself down, to not be your own worst enemy. Telling yourself you're things that you know you're not. But in the heat of the moment, you do. I'm always late. Oh, I'm so clumsy. I can't believe I forgot that too. I forget everything. I'd forget my head if it weren't attached. We say these things without thinking of it, but words have power. And words and thoughts can turn into reality. And if we say things enough times, our brain goes, oh, we're supposed to do that. Okay, well, let's make that happen then. And so be very careful of your words and where you are projecting yourself because of your words, because of your thoughts. And maybe starting to put in some thoughts and some words that will actually challenge your existence in a whole brand new, miraculous way. In a magical way. We have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords says there's a decision that we really need to make here. And it's, first of all, we're not going to be able to solve the problem or come up with the solution or make the decision by looking externally. We're wearing a blindfold here, which tells us that we need to look within in order to find the answers, in order to seek the truth. Now, we're wearing red, so this decision probably takes a lot of courage. Maybe you know the answer that must be, but you don't want to say it out loud because it will upset everybody, or it'll upset the people that matter most, or it'll upset you because you don't want that outcome either, but you know it's the proper way forward. It's a very emotional time. These decisions matter, they matter long term. And so you have to give it the thought and attention it deserves. So whatever you're trying to avoid, whatever you're trying not to look at, it's time to really bring it front and center and look at it, okay? That's what I'm immediately getting from the first couple of questions or the first couple of cards, is that there's something there this week that you have to make a decision on, no matter how. I hear heart-wrenching, like I hear tearing the heart apart, tearing the heart apart. So it's not an easy decision. Somebody's not going to be happy with it. It might even be you that is not happy with your decision, but you know it's a wise, structured, practical decision that you're making, and that yes, in the long run you will benefit, but it's hard to walk through the initial steps maybe. For work and career, we have the Sun. Well, let's see here. What's happening? What's happening? The moon. The moon will be in Libra midweek. So midweek, work, career. It's like you have reached a plateau. You need to now evolve. And I hear it could be stepping away. It could be that you have done all you can in this career. That you've kind of hit the ceiling, or you've kind of hit the end of the road. That you don't see where you can propel yourself forward. And so you are walking away to new things. For others, though, it will be understanding that you've reached that plateau and now it is time to climb that corporate ladder or take the next step. Take that promotion or change the hat that you wear. Love, relationships. Oh my goodness, the Ace of Pentacles appears. Love and relationships. This is about new beginnings, and this is new beginnings towards abundance. So the abundance of love coming into your life, happiness coming into your life, joy coming into your life. This could be new people coming into your life, new best friends, and I keep getting these groups of people around you. Okay? And that's where the true love happens. And so we're probably talking platonic love here for the most part. Rather than your own personal, significant other or something like that. I think we're actually being drawn away from that and saying that there is this great potential for growing new relationships and falling in love with new people in different ways for different reasons, and it's platonic. It moves you forward, or it moves you into a place where you need to be to evolve, is what I hear, to take that new step forward. Okay, so watch. When this card comes out, we definitely get clues and signs that we're headed in the right direction. So if you're looking at joining groups or you're involved in groups, show up right now, but also have in the back of your mind, how does this move me to my next step? How would this group move me to my next step? How could I utilize this group to move me to my next step? Or maybe it's somebody within that group that has the wisdom or the knowledge or a talent that you need to possess in order to create a masterpiece going forward in some way. But I get this more of the new avenues of love that you're going to have in your life. And it's platonic loves, but it's a deep love nonetheless. Now, if I was going to read that from a relationship setting, for those of you that are looking for a relationship, you could definitely find somebody right now. But take it very slowly if you do, and allow the magic to unfold naturally. If you are in a relationship, it's about entering new into the relationship to make it great again, to ignite that spark, to bring it a heartbeat, so to speak. Okay, we've got the Four of Swords for our spirituality. So this tells me that you need rest and recuperation. Do things like a spa day for yourself. Relax for a day. meditate, soft music in the background, take a bubble bath, take an extended nap, cuddle up to a really good book, watch a love story, things like this. Like, just, it's about rejuvenating your heart, it's about rejuvenating your body, your mind, and through relaxation, through being in the moment, being in the now. This could be a walk in nature if it's a beautiful sunny day, even if it's a little cool, so long as the sun's hitting your face and warming your face and smiling upon you, perhaps. This is telling me that, whatever kind of conflict that you've just come through, struggle you've come through, you've got to take the time to recharge, to recuperate, to watch your health. This card has been just all over the board for so many signs, so don't be surprised if it shows up in one of your 3 readings. And we have, for health and well-being, the King of Wands. The King of Wands is kind of like the fly on the seat of your pants kind of guy. He's never in the proper attire. His crown is usually crooked in most of the decks I see him in. He doesn't rest on ceremony. So that's kind of like, if you're worried about some health issue, that you don't wait for it to happen in your life, or you don't wait until the doctor phones back with the results. You treat it like you would if it was a real thing. Okay, so watching our health a little bit better, taking care of ourselves, making sure that, we've got the vitamins we need and the minerals we need. And, if we're supposed to be taking medication, that we're honoring that obligation to ourselves, that commitment to ourselves to keep us healthy. Maybe it's about looking at avenues of bringing in a healthier attitude. This could all be definite things that we are looking at doing. But it's not waiting until everything's perfect. Like, I want to lift weights, therefore I have to wait for that gym to open. They're going to open it, in 6 months or so. I'm going to get a membership down there when it opens. That's when I'm going to start. Now you grab the can of peas out of the cupboard and you just start doing this. And, just start building up a little bit of a routine of just tending your body, loving yourself, turning that love inwardly towards you and relaxing and recuperating. But also with the King of Wands, not waiting until everything is picture perfect before we take that next step forward. That we try little things, and maybe we didn't like that as much, but wow, I never thought I would love this so much. I remember when I took when I went up north there this fall, and we went to an amethyst mine, and I could tell that the people that I was asking, my son and his significant other, I was going, I want to go to the amethyst mines, and they're like, yeah, so it's probably going to rain. I said, still want to go. And they go, well, there's this and that going on. I go, still want to go. And so no matter what they said, it was still want to go. And I knew they really didn't want to go, but boy, did they really enjoy themselves. And they said after, I didn't really think I was going to enjoy the experience as much as I did. That was a lot of fun. We've got to do it again. And had I not been adamant in pushing them, they may not have ever tried it, and they live so close to the mines, so, and have for years. So it's kind of like that. It's like, don't wait to be pushed into doing something, but give it a try, okay? Especially if it's for health and well-being. Take the proactive approach. Take an ounce of precaution is worth a pound of cure, or pound of whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. Let's go on with the reading to the Circle of Doors Tarot. Now, I was gifted this by the creators of the deck. It's a gorgeous deck. I'm humbled that they would think that. Well, I'm humbled that they wanted to share it with me. And I did do a reveal of the deck when I first got it, so I will attach that to your video. So if you want to watch that, I think there's even a little reading included in that, so you see a little bit more of the deck. But for now, we're going to look at one card, and it is Grief, the Five of Cups. And grief is a sadness. The Five of Cups is a sadness, looking at the lack of what didn't work. And I'm going to take it from the book. Not that I couldn't sit here for a half an hour and talk about the Five of Cups, but I do like some of their descriptions. I love especially that there's affirmations to every card. So I thought we could learn this deck together. I'm just going to grab a little sip of water. Okay. And this is a deck that I probably never would have bought for myself just because I love the color of the decks. But this has its own unique drawing. It really does. My memories are intruders. The hurting I received, the hurting I gave. I crushed them all in my mortar and pedestal. Soil for planting a new beginning. Every life is destined to end, and so therefore, love is an echo of mourning as we sing our gratitude towards that which we know will eventually be gone. The sacred duality of grief and praise, love and loss. It is the cold, wet, and bittersweet soil that is needed for the garden of love to grow. Whether by our own misguided choices or by fate's cruel indifference, our lives cannot go untouched by tragedy. Each and every day, we have to decide that the promises of life's limitless joys is worth the cost of life's inevitable disasters. So which parts of your heart have become closed off? What do they need to open back up again? And what makes you choose to keep going? The affirmations for you this week are, I will keep believing in my worthiness of connection. Fortune and misfortune are needed for the world to exist. Love will always endure through every loss. Despite everything, life is worth living. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.